Hey, what's up guys? Five here, and today we are doing a squad builder. In my previous video, I asked if you guys would like to see me build a squad around players that are inexpensive to use, but are on par with like the legends and also diamonds. There was a catch that I put myself on a limit, and that was 2,000 stubs per player. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you guys would like to see more of this, maybe like do like an all gold squad, all silver squad, and all bronze squad, or even an all common squad, just let me know. We can mix it up, do, some crazy different things. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see something like that. But let's get right into it. Let's start off with the starting rotation. And the players that I did pick was Johnny Cueto. And you can definitely get him under 2,000 stubs. He's an excellent pitcher for me. His windup throws off the batter's timing and everything else like that. The only downfall with him is that he has 3 fastballs and only 2 off-speed pitches. But with the way that he throws and everything else like that, and the way that his timing is, it does throw off a lot of hitters. He's got a great slider, and his changeup is probably one of the nastiest changeups in the game, and I do enjoy using him. The last couple outings were kind of rough on me, so that's why his ERA is kind of bad. But he's got a great strikeout ratio, and he's got 16 wins and 7 losses, so it's a positive record. Next is Dallas Keuchel. Now, a lot of people don't like to use left-handers in this game. Because they're easy to be the pitches are easy to be picked up on. I think he's a great pitcher in the game. He's my pick for the Cy Young for the AL. But he does have a fastball, cutter, changeup, and slider. His changeup is it's nasty in this game also, just like Cueto's is. But so far I'm just 2-2 with a 3.67 ERA. I'll be honest, guys. Pitching is not my great point. Neither is hitting. I'm really not that great at this game anyways, but I still enjoy it. Now, next up is Noah Syndergaard, Thor. I mean, you guys know he has an electric fastball. He's got a great curveball, and his circle change is awesome. So we got 2 great fastballs with his 2-seamer and his 4-seamer. 2-seamer, you can run away from left-handers, or you can come in on right-handers and stuff like that. You paint the corners with a 2-seamer or with the fastball. Circle change is great. That goes away from left-handers and it dives in on right-handers where you want to throw around the knees and thighs. Very, very good. I enjoy using him. As you can see, record's not that great, but he does have a 2.35 ERA. So I do like using Thor quite a bit. Next is the cheese pitcher, Yordano Ventura. This kid throws high 90s and has a nasty, nasty changeup. He has a fastball cutter. Cutter's really nice when you throw it out of the zone and it comes into the zone. You get a lot of broken bats with it, and you can jam a lot of hitters with it. His curveball is okay. I prefer to use his changeup as his out pitch and also mix up the fastball with it to keep the hitter's timing off balance. That's a big key point. Like I said, my record's not great with him, but he has a 2.6 or 2.17 ERA with 30 strikeouts and 29 innings pitched. He's a silver. He's a great pickup, and he's very, very inexpensive. So definitely a good one. And last but not least, we're sticking with the Royals. Edinson Volquez is just all around good pitcher. We'll get 6 to 7 solid innings out of him. I do like him quite a bit. He's got a good pitching arsenal with his fastball, sinker, and changeup, and his curveball. Sinker is very nice to have when you're going up against a lot of power hitters, because you can throw it low in the zone and they'll think it's a strike, but it's actually a ball. A lot of downward action, so you'll get a lot of ground balls, and it's definitely good to have in your arsenal. Also, we'll take a look and see his stats. 2 games, 18 innings pitched, and giving up 1 earned run in that. 3 games, 12 strikeouts. So not too bad of a stats so far for 2 games. Let's go into the bullpen, and we have our first relief pitcher is David Robertson. A lot of people don't use him, and that's kind of sad. All his pitches have great movement. He's got 99 break on him. Great fastball and a knuckle curve. Most of the time is very, very unhittable in this game. Changeup is very nice to have, and also a cut fastball. So he's an all-around great setup man, or even closer that you want to have. And if you want to take a look at his stats, 2 wins, 13 2/3 pitched, pitched in 9 games, and I haven't given up a run, knock on wood, and also 17 strikeouts. So he's definitely a strikeout pitcher, and he's definitely good for a setup role. Next up, we have Andrew Miller. I threw in a lefty. He's definitely under 2K stubs. Good velocity, great break. But the only thing, the drawback with Andrew Miller is he's very selective on his pitches with 3 pitches, 2-seamer, fastball, and a slider. So he does get hit quite a bit for me. I've given up 3 home runs with him in 9 games and 12 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts. So he's a good strikeout pitcher. You just got to keep the ball super low. If it gets up in the zone, the hitters will pick up on it because he's only got 3 pitches. So definitely want to try to mix up that slider for him. Next up, we have Wade Davis. Great velocity, okay break. He does have a knuckle curve, which I'm in love with the knuckle curve on this game. It is a great out pitch to have. 2-seamer, cut fastball. So he has 3 fastballs and on a 1 off-speed pitch. 6 2/3 with a 2.70. That's really not that great with only 1 strikeout. If you keep the ball up in the zone, it's going to get smashed. I can't pitch against left-handers, as you can see. I have a 467 batting average versus left-handers, so you want to keep them on the right-handers unless you have better luck than I do. Next is Kelvin Herrera. This kid's got an electric fastball. As you can see, 99 velocity on there. Fastball is electric, and his changeup is probably top 5 in the game. It definitely keeps the hitter's timing off, and he's just cheese. So good curveball. 2-seamer is great to use to also mix up pitches, to mix up speed pit with your pitches, and it can lead to the changeup as your out pitch. So I definitely recommend picking him up. He's a silver, and he's inexpensive. I think maybe less than 200 stubs, so definitely good to have in your arsenal. Next up is Tyler Clippard. Now, what makes Tyler Clippard amazing is how much break he has on his pitches, and also his windup. His windup is very, very odd, so it throws off the hitter's timing for that 1 inning, or 1 inning and 2/3, or 2 innings. What he has is a fastball, changeup, curveball, and cutter. Definitely use the cutter out in the zone when you're going up against the right-hander, and you get a lot of ground balls, broken bats, stuff like that. And his changeup is just phenomenal too. When you throw that fastball or cutter, you go straight for the changeup, low and away, or down and in, and hitters are going to be way out in front on it. So definitely like Tyler Clippard, and we'll take a look at his stats. Like I said, pitching's not my great thing. But I enjoy using him. And Kelvin Herrera's stats are 25 innings pitched in 2/3, the 2.81, 19 strikeouts. So not too bad. Next is Familia. Now, Familia is probably my second favorite reliever to use in the game. Great velocity. What I compare him to is the right-handed Aroldis Chapman with a sinker. His stuff is just, it's nasty, it's filthy. He's got a fastball, slider, changeup, and sinker. Like I said, he throws high 90s, but his changeup is, I think, mid 80s. So seeing, something that's going 98, 99, and then throwing an 85-mile-an-hour changeup throws off hitters' timing. And as you can see, 16 strikeouts in 22 innings and 1/3 with a 2.01 ERA. I enjoy having him. I don't know about you guys, if you guys ever used him. He's amazing. Next is Drew Storen. High velocity, high break. You're going to get a lot of movement on pitches, fastball, changeup, sinker, and slider. You're going to get a lot of ground balls with Drew. I do enjoy using him. Good fastball, sinker, changeup, slider combination. So far I've using him. I haven't given up any runs, but I did lose a game. But 5 strikeouts. I enjoy him quite a bit. So, let me know what you guys think about him. Next up in our lineup, leading off is Jason Kipnis. Now, what I like about Jason Kipnis is contact. I am a contact kind of guy. If you got high contact, I'm going to use you. What I compared him to is Robinson Cano with speed. Now, the only drawback with Jason Kipnis is his fielding. While Robinson Cano has like 88 fielding, you're going to get more contact, same power, but you're going to get double the speed. Speed kills in this game, so I'd rather have the extra speed than have the fielding. So the speed kind of makes up for the fielding. Great hitter. I'm batting 228 with him. I used him quite a bit before when he didn't have such high stats and stuff like that after his update. So that's why his stats are like that. Next up, we have Lorenzo Cain, center fielder. Contact. 80, 95, great contact. Power, is kind of weak except versus lefties. Fielding is great. His arm strength, he's got a noodle arm. So you do got to watch out from those throws. People trying to get, stretch out a single into a double, or, sack fly, going to second, to first to second to third to home. But he's got great speed, so he can make up a lot of ground in the gaps and stuff like that. So save you on a lot of plays too. So that's why I like Lo Cain. As you can see, I am not that great using him yet, but soon I'll get up there. I'll be good with him. Now, this is probably one of the best gold hitters in the game. Now, Carlos Gonzalez, if you take a look at his stats, this guy deserves a bigger upgrade than this. But 86 contact, 89 power. Now, when you look at that and you're just like, dang, that's pretty good. That's on par with Bryce Harper. He has a little bit less fielding and stats like that. Nothing to worry. It's right field. You want him to have a good arm. He's got an over 80 arm strength, so it's definitely good. So I like using him. I've only used him in a couple games, but he's batting over 300 for me. He's got a great swing, easy to get used to compared to some people don't like Harper's swing. And they say it's tough to get used to, and they just don't like him. Definitely pick up Carlos Gonzalez, man. Under 2K, definitely one of the sleeper picks for me. Now for first base, this was surprising that not a lot of people actually use this player, and it's Jose Abreu. If you take a look at his stats, you're like, wow, 87 contact versus righty, 83 versus lefties. So you don't have to worry about, switching him out for somebody else at first base when he goes up against the left-handed pitcher. So definitely good there. Fielding is crap, and speed is crap, but it's first base. You want to have a good contact power hitter at first base. So far, he was one of my first golds that I picked up and used. 270 hitter, I could probably get better than that. And he has a beautiful swing, 7 home runs and 22 RBIs. He's only going to get better. This was his second year, so he's going to get better throughout the next game and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout for next year. Next up, we have our third baseman, one of my favorites, Nolan Arenado. Definitely didn't get the stats that I thought he was going to get. I thought he was going to get high 80s contact for what he's been hitting with his RBIs and home runs too. But the kid is amazing. He's only going to get better. It's so good to be a baseball fan right now because of how much young talent is out there. This is young man's game now. You got Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Nolan Arenado, you even Mookie Betts. There's just so much. Xander Bogaerts, Carlos Correa. There's just so many young players out there that are amazing. Chris Bryant, Kyle Schwarber, Anthony Rizzo. it's just great. It's amazing to see all these players. But 77, 74, 85, and 69. A little low on power versus lefties, but you're not going to have to worry about switching them out. He's one of the best defensive third basemen in the league. Top two. Him, Manny Machado are both great fielders. Good arm strength, good arm accuracy. He's amazing. I love using him. 300 hitter for me. Decent power. And he gets RBIs. He's good all around for me. So on to our next left field. I didn't see anybody that I liked. I was going to put in Carl Crawford. Sorry about that. I was going to put in Carl Crawford, but then I remembered AJ Pollock. He's got great contact versus righties and versus lefties. Arm strength, I'm not too worried about being out there. I've always gotten killed by AJ Pollock whenever I faced him. When he first went to gold, people were just killing home runs off of me with him. Decent speed for being out in left field. Arm strength, it's a left fielder. You don't need to have like 95 arm strength out there. Definitely a good pickup for under 2K. I think he's under 1K. So far with the stats, in 13 games, 323, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. He's got an easy swing and he's cheap. And he's not a big name, but he's inexpensive and he puts up numbers. And that's all that matters in this game. All right, shortstop, Carlos Correa. This is pretty much going to be the future for the Houston Astros. And he's my pick for AL Rookie of the Year. Kid is just amazing. Good contact, decent power, decent fielding, decent speed. That's all you can ask for out of your shortstop. And he's been putting up good numbers. 42 games, 293, 4 home runs, and 10 RBIs. The kid can hit the ball. Then that's all I ask. And he's only 20 years old. So, next year he could be possibly diamond if he keeps up doing what he's doing. So, great kid. Love him. All right. I know I'm going to get some flack for this because it's Yadier Molina, and I'm a Reds fan. The reason why I use Yadier at catcher is not for his bat. It's for his arm. With bunt cheesing and stuff like that and stolen bases, he's hands down the best defensive catcher that we have seen since Pudge Rodriguez. So, great arm strength. Great fielding. You definitely want to have him behind the plate. And he's not that bad at hitting. 76 contact versus righties is pretty decent. I'm batting 206 with him. Now, moving on to our bench. Out in right field, I would have on my bench is Ryan Braun. I know what you guys are going to say about the steroids and everything else like that. But the kid can hit left-handed pitching. 93 contact, 89 power. Amazing. Great. I was killing the ball with him before when I first started using him. I was hitting, close to 320, 350. And then I went down and just started using square quite a bit. 14 games, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. Not too bad. So definitely like him. Up next is Prince Fielder. 96 contact versus righties. Now you can put him in instead of having Jose Abreu if you like. I just like to have him on the bench because of the versatility. He can go up against lefties if he wants to with 74 contact. But that 96 contact, you're definitely going to get on base with Prince Fielder. 290, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. He can swing the bat. There's no doubt about it. Next up, we have Double E, Edwin Encarnacion. As you can see, you're not going to use him for his defense. You're not going to use him for his speed. You're only going to use him for one thing, and that's power. 94 power versus righties, 85 power versus lefties. He can hit the dingers. Next up is B-Ham, Billy Hamilton, hashtag speed kills, hashtag run Billy run. There's only one reason why you have him on your bench, speed. Speed kills. 99, 99, 99. In case one of these 4 guys get on base and you need that extra run, you put B-Ham in. And also you can put him in the outfield. He's not going to be a defensive liability for you. He's got good fielding. He doesn't have, that great of an arm, but, he makes up for it in speed. So, when you're playing, when you're down by 1 run or you're up by 1, and you need to bring in, your defense and everything else like that. And if a guy hits the ball, he's going to catch it. So that's why I have B Ham on the bench. Next up, Chris Crush Davis. Power numbers. That's pretty much it. That's why you have him on the bench. Now, it's a toss-up between him. I like Duda. Duda can just kill the ball for me. But I know like a lot of people like Chris Davis. You can use Duda or you can use Davis. For me, I prefer Davis a little bit, even though I haven't got a swing down yet. I want to. But, if you get a hold of a ball using the square, it's gone. If you can get the timing down, it is out of here. So let me know what you guys think, what you guys would change about this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this concept. If you guys stay till the end, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And there's going to be more videos coming out. I may do like an all silver team, all bronze, all common, stuff like that. Maybe put a whole budget to be under and everything else like that, or an all-time Reds team or something else like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe. One love. 5 is out.